Reggae often gets limited media and press coverage, right? What challenges have you seen when it comes to getting reggae music to the global recognition it deserves?
Well, firstly, reggae is not a party music, you know, and this is it attract a specific kind of mentality, a kind of mind. Like what I sing, there are a lot of people out in the world that think exactly and want to hear a song like that, and this is the kind of music that they follow. But sometimes the reggae music is kind of defiant, you know. The system, we sing about the system, we sing against the system. We never sing for the system. Because we think the system is oppression and oppressive, especially to our people who is of African descent, you know. Children of the enslaved people. I think the system treats us bad. So reggae is that music that sing about the things that happen to people in societies. And it really doesn't mean black people or white Indian or any race in particular. The reggae represent all walks of life, all people, working man, the poor man, the sick man, the healthy man, the rich man, the poor man, you know, the homeless and the man who live big. The reggae have a song to soothe all these people. And this is why I think this reggae music is accepted by all people across the world, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Based on what you said earlier, I've been observing the industry, right, and seeing, and I hear a lot of critiques about stuff. But I always wonder, as you stated, was reggae music ever meant to be commercially
No,
acceptable or profitable?
no. We never think about the profit. And if you listen to music, the original music, reggae
Blood and
form,
fire music, fire.
pardon I,
I said blood and fire reggae music.
no, reggae on a whole,
Yeah.
the original form. It was just some men trying to remember the stories that it was soul music from America because high society was the one who was in charge of getting music in the country. And because they were kind of bougie, they chose the soul, them time that the long frock and the walls, you know. And it was too slow for the indigenous man. So the indigenous man created a thing they call ska. So all night till daylight. All night till daylight, you know. And then it was too fast. So the story is they said they come up with a thing they call rocksteady. And rocksteady was Jamaica music for a while until the radicals who were a part of the music, they were in a studio rehearsal and this sound came up. God, that is reggae. This is reggae. That is reggae. It wasn't a part of the creative process, but they were playing it. And it was like, this is great. So they keep it and call it reggae. So it was a rock steady session, my understanding. And that sound came up by a man just picking around.
What story you heard? Because I heard it's a Bunny Lee session. What story did you hear?
Yeah, it's a Bunny Lee session.
Same story. Right?
Because I got this story from one of the elders who were around that circle. Max Romeo, the late great.
Great Max Romeo.
Yeah, he gave me the story of how that come about and tell me what is reggae. And him also tell me it comes from the calypso sound. Yeah.
The Roomba vibe going on.
Yeah, calypso from the islands. That's what he says to me, you know. And also, them on section further on in the Coxsone era, they said it was the Cuban music. They copy, took it from Cuba, come to Jamaica, listen it, get our Jamaican art musicians from School of Music, play that on section on the reggae. Banana, banana, banana. You know, all of them were Cuban sounds. I heard that from Coxsone Dad's mouth, you know. So this is how the compiling of sounds of different genre come and be that overdubbing on the reggae beat from Jamaica. It complete that sound as a genre the world accept as reggae music, you know. Even Bob Marley music, if you listen keenly, you hear many different genres and sounds that is played in country music and jazz and all this. And he also used those musicians to do his overdubbing. So yeah, reggae. That's how them say reggae come about. So nowadays the music is played with just 5 fingers, you know. Listen sound that is already in the computer. Where those sounds come from, you don't know. But those are the ones on the music today.
I wanted to ask, man, since you being in the industry so long and having the fortunate experience to be amongst the icons and the elders, right? Did anyone else share any more stories about the influence of the music on reggae music?
The stories is always the same, you know. Who know, speak about it intelligently. You know, someone hear man chat and come talk, you know. Like me, I sit with elders and hear them. Hear these reasonings from the horse's mouth, you know. The music is always there, and the world love the music. If you look around, you see almost or over 600 reggae festival across the world. Right throughout the 365 days of each year, there's always a reggae festival here in the United States. So, reggae is alive, you know.